All right, this video is what I think about Ra, the Law of One. I just listened to the whole book on MP3 from Natural Reader. I transferred it. I just went to the page. I clicked to MP3. 2 minutes later, it goes done. And I was listening to it while I was clicking it too, so it was really awesome. So I listened to the whole book, divided up into 105 different pages, which is 105 different sections, as you can see on their website right there. And then I listened to it, and then I go, oh, look, there's a whole other section below. They have it divided up into all the different subjects. So then I listened to it again. It was really captivating to me. I didn't understand all of it because I was listening to it and the thing he talks really fast. Her name's Kate. She's really sexy. It totally turns me on. Anyways, so I'm just going to share what I remember of it. I did a video of what I think about Ra Law of One because some dude named Rias5 uploaded his Natural Reader version of it from a dude talking. And it was only like 2 pages, and I uploaded a video talking about what I think about Ra Law of One. I didn't really know what I was talking about because it was only like 2 pages, 2 interviews, but now I know what I'm talking about, so I'm going to share what I know, at least what I know. So, and I'm looking at the page here because I'm going to run down by all the different sections. Now, who is Ra? Ra, those are the aliens who made the pyramids. The aliens who made the pyramids. I guess one of the gods in pyramid lore or in Egyptian lore is Ra. And they said, then, so where are they from? They're from Venus. They're the Venusians. You might go, oh, but Venus is 1,000 degrees. How can you live on Venus? 1,000 degrees in the 3rd dimension, but they live in the 5th dimension. So the dimension that they live on, Venus is a beautiful planet with trees and plants and oceans and rivers and water slides and all that cool stuff. Pretty cool. Now, I guess that makes sense if you can analogize it this way. It's a hot planet, too hot. You know, the higher vibration, the higher frequency, more heat. It's just, if you can't stand the heat, stay out of the kitchen. So, they got it going on over there. What do they look like? Well, I guess they can come into this earth, this dimension, by using their minds to formulate the bodies that they have on that dimension up on this dimension. Just immediately So how do they fly over here? I guess they have these spaceships. See, they're really advanced. Actually, they're not even on the 5th. They're on the 6th dimension. So they're way advanced. They can, I guess, create everything with their minds. Forget transhumanism or this is like transalchemy, exponential transalchemy. They said they could create their spaceships out of their minds. Not even with tools. They do it with their mind. And then they make this I can't remember what their spaceships look like, but I think it's like a teardrop shaped spaceship or something like that. They come in and they fly over here and they made the pyramids. And so they say they're really tall and skinny and slender. And there's a statue in Egypt, and I think that statue actually represents the Venusians, because there's a statue in Egypt that clearly is not human. It's the very tall guy with the really long, slender face, not the one with the big head that goes way back. I think those are the gray aliens, but the really tall, long face, long forehead, really long earlobes, I think those are the Venusians, and that's what they look like, And so they lived, I guess, amongst us back in the day. They said the pyramids were built 4,000 BC. The Great Pyramid was built 4,000 BC. So I guess the Egyptologists are correct on that. But they said that they built the pyramid, not Cheops. That's another video, though, what I think about the pyramids. But yeah, the Egyptologists think Cheops built it because they found a hieroglyphic of Cheops inside the pyramid on some hidden passage, and so they're like, oh, Cheops, but maybe it was somebody else who chiseled that in later or whatever. But they said that they created the pyramid with their minds. because they're so advanced that they can create everything on this level. They understand the rocks and everything in this dimension and stuff, that they can telepathically communicate it with it and just make it do whatever they wanted. And so why did they put the pyramids here? They said they put the pyramids here for two reasons. To balance the earth energy, to allow the earth energy to flow more fluidly, so that there would be perhaps less earthquakes and, pole shifts and floods and all this kind of stuff. And also to allow humans to live on the earth, to go into the pyramid and balance their chakras with. So how do the pyramids work? I'll start with that. The pyramids are these, so they said that they just levitated the stones into place. So anyways, the pyramid, they say, the shape of the pyramid, and I guess the ideal shape of it is the steep 73 degree angle of it. And it's like this, and it's on top of the earth. And so everything on a hyperdimensional level influences stuff on this dimension. So, for example, we are on a hyperdimensional level, like, our souls. We are actually on another dimension. We live on another dimension. But we communicate with this dimension through our pineal gland to tell us to do stuff, So we're like shape-shifting the third dimension with the hyperdimensional spirit all the time. You move your arms and stuff. That's basically. So it's kind of the same principle. They're influencing rocks the same way we influence our bodies. They're just way better at it than we are, because they're more advanced and smarter and everything. So, but not only that, but lower dimensions influence hyperdimensions. Oh, and I just remembered the part of the David Wilcock video that I forgot to include, so I guess I'll include it in this video. David Wilcock video. He's talking about torsion fields. I'm going to include it in this video too, man, because I'm sure somebody who watched that video probably watched this video and whatever. So, torsion fields. He's talking about torsion fields are how stuff in this dimension is related to something in another dimension, and so torsion field is the same way, like if you were to, like in a way, hyperdimensions as opposed to the third dimension is the same way as like something solid is related to something that's liquid, or something solid is related to something that's gaseous. They don't interact with each other. The solids and the gaseous, the solids and the liquid. You put something solid in water and it stays solid. It just moves through the air, but it stays like that. But it influences the air. You move your hand through the air, and there's this whole whirlpool effect behind your hand, making the eddy of air that you can't see, but yet it's there. You can feel it, but it's not there. And in the same way, if you spin something really heavy around, you're actually creating eddies and energy waves and energy patterns that you can't see, but you can detect with instruments. And those are the torsion fields. And modern science, interestingly enough, has not addressed this whatsoever. Your average person doesn't know about it. And my impression with David Wilcock saying is that not even scientists and normal institutions are even talking about it. Like physicists aren't even talking about it. Only the certain kinds of physicists are, because physicists just can't admit that there's hyperdimensions out there. And but apparently they do exist scientifically. Like for example, if you were to spin, this is how anti-gravity works. How you can get flying saucers to work, and apparently somebody did make a flying saucer work, or make an anti-gravity machine work by spinning it around really fast. Because if you spin a ball around like 3 million times a second or something like that, and you shoot it up in the air, it's going to go up really fast. But if you shoot the same ball with only spinning it just really slightly or not spinning it at all, it's going to go up. It's not going to go up nearly as far, and it's going to fall a lot slower. So something about the ball spinning quickly changes the way that it